Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Friday, January 27, 2023, and giving you our team picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. New York Islanders vs Detroit Red Wings. In Friday night NHL on ESPN action, the Detroit Red Wings will invade UBS Arena to face the New York Islanders. This will be the second of a back-to-back on the road for Detroit, who escaped Montreal last night with a 4-3 overtime victory. The Red Wings, 21-18-8, outshot the Canadiens by a 42-23 margin and converted 1-4-2 on the power play. The Islanders are desperate to snap out of their losing streak, but the Red Wings look to step up and control this game from the first period. The Red Wings, who average 3.04 goals per game, should find the back of the net at will with Dylan Larkin, Dominik Kubalik, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Red Wings should limit an Islanders offense that is scoring only 2.88 goals per game, with Filip Hronek, Olli Maatta, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Magnus Hellberg to make plenty of big saves. Our team pick is Red Wings money line. The Red Wings should win the game and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. Toronto Maple Leafs vs Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators look for their second consecutive victory on Friday when visiting the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ottawa is 21-23-3 with 45 points and 7th in the Atlantic Division, 35 points behind the first-place Boston Bruins. Ottawa defeated the New York Islanders 2-1 on Wednesday. Claude Giroux scored the winning goal for the Senators. The Senators have followed up a victory with a defeat on 4 of the past 5 occasions, losing by a margin of at least 2 strikes in each of those setbacks. So, a similar outcome in their upcoming clash at the Maple Leafs on Friday most definitely holds a great possibility. A whopping 18 of Ottawa's 26 losses this season have already been registered with a goal gap of at least 2 markers. Our team pick is Toronto Maple Leafs minus 1.5 goals. Toronto, meanwhile, has won by more than 1 tally in 5 of its previous 8 victories and is riding a 4-game triumph run against the Sens, beating them by a margin of at least 2 strikes in 2 of those matchups. Florida Panthers vs Los Angeles Kings. This Friday, the Los Angeles Kings will head to Florida to take on the Panthers at FLA Live Arena. The Los Angeles Kings have shocked the hockey world this season when they came out of the gates flying and haven't looked back since. The Kings currently sit 3rd in the Pacific Division and are only trailing the Seattle Kraken by 1 point for their top spot in the division. The Los Angeles Kings will be on the road and up against the high-scoring Florida Panthers, 3.50 GPG, but Law has received strong play and goal from Phoenix Copley, who has 14 victories in 17 appearances, including winning each of the last 2, while allowing an average of less than 2.00 goals per game over that stretch. Los Angeles has won 4 of its last 5 games played on the road, and the Kings take advantage of weaker opponents, winning 35 of the last 52 versus an opponent with a losing record. Overall this season, Los Angeles is 13-8-4 on the road. Florida has lost 12 of its last 16 when playing against a team that has a winning record. Our team pick is Los Angeles Kings. The Panthers have lost 20 of the last 27 head-to-head against the Kings. Carolina Hurricanes vs San Jose Sharks. This Friday, the San Jose Sharks will head to Carolina to take on the Hurricanes at PNC Arena. The San Jose Sharks have been nothing short of horrible this season. The Sharks are currently one of the favorites this season to land Canadian phenom Connor Bedard at this year's NHL entry draft, as San Jose is currently sitting 28th in the entire league with an overall record of 14-25-10. The Sharks are looking to turn their season around and win the upcoming game and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. The problem is that the Hurricanes look like one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference that look to step up and control this game. The Hurricanes, who average 3.21 goals per game, should pile on the goals against the Sharks, who allow 3.71 goals per game, with Sebastian Aho, Martin Necas, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Hurricanes, who allow only 2.64 goals per game, should also limit the Sharks' offense with Brent Burns, Brady Skjei, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Frederik Andersen to make plenty of big saves. Our team pick is Hurricanes minus 1.5 goals. The Hurricanes should win the game and cover the spread in a dominant win on their home ice. New York Rangers vs Vegas Golden Knights. On Friday, the Vegas Golden Knights looked to snap a two-game losing streak when visiting the New York Rangers. Vegas is 29-17-3 with 61 points and tied for first place in the Pacific Division with the Seattle Kraken. Vegas was defeated by the New Jersey Devils 3-2 last time out, and the Golden Knights have lost 5 of the last 6. This is going to be a great game between two of the best teams in the NHL. The Golden Knights look to pull off the upset, but the Rangers look to step up at home and control this game. The Rangers, who average 3.15 goals per game, should find the back of the net at will with Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Rangers, who allow only 2.63 goals per game, should limit the Golden Knights' offense with Adam Fox, Ryan Lindgren, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers at the blue line and limiting the Golden Knights from establishing a strong offensive zone presence, allowing goaltender Igor Shesterkin to make plenty of big saves. The Rangers should win the game with a strong performance on their home ice. Take the Rangers' money line as home favorites. Dallas Stars vs New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils, 31-12-4, are hitting the road to American Airlines Center on Friday, where they will attempt to beat the Dallas Stars, 28-13-9. The New Jersey Devils will head into their next game feeling good after earning a 3-2 victory over the Golden Knights in their last outing. New Jersey amassed 11 penalty minutes in this contest. Additionally, they had one power play opportunity and were able to net one goal. The Devils had a middle-of-the-road offensive performance in the victory. In the matchup, they were able to notch a goal on 3 of the 36 shots they looked to score on. Will attempt to beat the Dallas Stars, 28-13-9. The New Jersey Devils will head into their next game feeling good after earning a 3-2 victory over the Golden Knights in their last outing. New Jersey amassed 11 penalty minutes in this contest. Additionally, the Devils had one power play opportunity and were able to net one goal. The Devils had a middle-of-the-road offensive performance in the victory. In the matchup, the Devils were able to notch a goal on 3 of the 36 shots they looked to score on. This is going to be a great game between two of the league's best teams. The Devils are looking to pull off the upset, but the Stars look to bounce back from 2 rough losses and control this game on their home ice. The Stars, who average 3.40 goals per game, should find the back of the net with Jason Robertson, Roope Hintz, and the rest of the forward unit establishing a strong offensive zone presence and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Stars, who allow only 2.56 goals per game, should limit the Devils' offense with Miro Heiskanen, Esa Lindell, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Jake Ettinger to make plenty of big saves. The Stars should win the game with a strong performance on their home ice. Take the Stars' money line as home favorites. Vancouver Canucks vs Columbus Blue Jackets. The Columbus Blue Jackets continue a road trip across the border Friday night with a game in Vancouver, BC against the Vancouver Canucks. Columbus comes into Friday night with only 15 wins on the year after a 3-2 win in overtime against Edmonton. Joonas Korpisalo led the way in the net for Columbus, posting a .944 save percentage after allowing only 2 goals on 36 shots in just under 62.5 minutes on the ice. Columbus got a balanced scoring attack as 3 different players found the net. The Canucks look to win on their home ice, but I like the Blue Jackets to step up and control this game from the opening puck drop. The Blue Jackets should pile on the goals against a Canucks defense that allows 3.96 goals per game, with Johnny Gaudreau, Patrick Lane, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Blue Jackets also look to build off a game where they allowed only 2 goals and limit the Canucks' offense with Vladislav Gavrikov, Andrew Peeke, and the rest of the defensive unit, creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Joonas Korpisalo to make plenty of big saves. The Blue Jackets should win the game and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. Take the Blue Jackets money line as road underdogs. Flames vs Kraken. Back in November, Seattle beat Calgary 5-4 as a +195 road underdog, while the Flames responded with a 3-2 victory as -115 road favorites in December. I'm looking for another tight battle between these two divisional foes. Calgary is arguably a better defensive team than Seattle, but I would lean on the Kraken's prolific offense to make a difference. Our team pick is Seattle Kraken. The Flames will have to deal with fatigue on the second night of a back-to-back. On the other side, the Kraken will be fired up to pick up where they left off. Seattle destroyed Vancouver last Wednesday, and just a week ago, the Kraken beat New Jersey 4-3 in overtime.